I love how they're blaming it on you.
To be fair, you should. That's okay.
Did I? Okay.
How are we doing tonight,
I
man?
can hear you. I can hear me and you through yours.
Through mine? Are we doubling up? Maybe I'm doubling up on my video.
Am I double? Oh, no. You know what? I am. Here we go.
Oh, you're doubling. Yeah, because I was just checking. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the RedE2Start Podcast, episode 22. Xbox bans unlicensed controllers, Nintendo 4DS, Switch 2, Sony buys iSize? Where are we going from here?
What an intro.
You like that?
I got to contract you to do that more often. He did that on his own, everybody.
Fetch the animator.
I'm just going to sit back and go,
What's up, Fetch the animator?
Not like make it look like I'm trying to advertise for a specific console.
Yeah, sure.
So, hey, everybody. Yes, it's all Nick's fault, even though it isn't. Well, we can blame it on you if you want to.
We're good. I got here just in time. And what I appreciate is Logan already knows, like, I'm always here just in time. But I want to make that better. I want to make it better. But it's okay. But hey, what games are you playing this week, Logan?
They're telling me my mic is low.
Oh, your mic's low? Fetch the animator. Does this guy have FNAF plushies? No, doubtful. Doubtful.
Is it still sound bad? I was messing with
you. Sound fine for me. See, that's the thing.
What are they saying? Because I hear you fine, and I'm like, I didn't mess with my thingy here, and Mike is here because this is my audio volume for this.
I think people who are listening to the podcast should turn it up. Turn your audio up a little bit. Or here's a mistake that people do make. If they have headphones on or just in general listening to things on YouTube, turn the volume up on the actual player through YouTube, because people forget about that. Because I forget about it, and I know
you know what happened. What do you call it? It did a weird reset. I hate when it does this. I bet it sounds better now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Why? Because StreamYard will sometimes reset my mic to the camera mic up there from this one. So instead of being on my Yeti, it was on my camera.
Oh,
my Logitech camera.
Your audio, your camera was doing the audio.
Yeah.
My camera's done that too, dude. To be fair, my camera's
out of nowhere. And the thing is, StreamYard likes to randomly do that for no dang reason.
It's Windows. It's Windows,
no,
bro.
StreamYard. This is an app based.
How dare
How
you?
can it be Windows?
How
It's
dare
StreamYard. Okay, but now we sound better.
Logan.
So thanks, D-Man. Yeah, he actually checked.
D-Man's the shites. D-Man's the shites.
Wait, did you say he gave you the shites?
No, he's the shites. He came in and hung out with me.
Cody's here. Now he's gone. He has a headache. He can't take it, so good night. Okay, he can't take
Cody,
our
appreciate
ranting.
you. Cody was commenting on one of my videos today. I appreciate him so much. I appreciate everybody coming in and hang out. I know you guys coming in, commenting and watching my videos. But hey, I want to ask Logan, what games you playing this week?
I'll give you a guess.
I think
you want to take a guess? I'll let you take the guess.
Axel Primal?
Hey! Yeah.
Honestly,
I did start playing Mario Wonder.
Okay. What do you think? Mario Wonder, what do you think?
It's good, but it's good.
It's a masterpiece, bro.
I need to play more of it.
You have to play more of it. How many hours do you have in yet? Do you even have an hour into it?
No.
Like half an
first
hour.
Two levels. First two levels.
You're missing out.
So that's why I'm not gonna say yay or nay. And I got RoboCop today,
dude.
But I had to install it and do an update. So right before I even got on the podcast, it still hadn't finished installing. And yeah, so update it and then install.
Dude,
so I'm gonna play it tonight.
I actually watched the newer RoboCop last
Sucks
weekend.
balls.
No, I loved it.
I'm sorry.
Loved it.
2014?
Oh, I loved it.
Trash.
I like the actor. The cast was great. Michael Keaton. Come on, dude. It was great, dude. I honestly, I understand. Listen, I know why.
Do I have to hit the button?
I know.
You're fired.
I know why
that's
people
one of
didn't
those
like.
things where
I know why
hate
people
it.
didn't like the new RoboCop movie because it didn't have the charm of the earlier ones.
Not that.
It was a good movie, man.
The reason Murphy made such a perfect candidate because he didn't have the mental issues. They made this version of Murphy a nut job, and he was always going off the hinges. I'm like, that's not Murphy. He wouldn't have been able to maintain the suit and maintain what he was going through if he had such problems. And he was.
I think that's a very fair argument, but
he was a very cringe character.
I wouldn't say
they
it was
made
cringe.
him. No, him. The way he was, that version of Murphy just made you go, oh my, And then what's her name? Oh yeah, it's not Lois.
John
It's
doesn't
a guy.
like it.
They made it a guy.
Listen, nothing's going to beat the first one. But hey, ask me what games I'm playing this week.
What games are you playing this week? I was watching, so I know one of the games, but
The Finals. So good.
the who?
It's called The Finals.
Like NBA, NCAA?
Dude, it's so good. Okay, this is PC
Oh
Master
yeah,
Race.
we do have to talk about FNAF. Did you watch FNAF?
No, I haven't.
Okay, but continue.
The Finals, if for people who don't know what's going on with like what is this game, it's basically a capture the flag game in a game show set theme in very kind of I can't think of the movie right now, but you go into these beautiful, well-made maps. You go and grab, like, there's a couple different game modes, but the game mode that I'm playing right now is you go grab money and then deliver it to an ATM. And these ATMs and where the money's, they're all random spawn points, right? So it's 3v3v3v3. So you have a team, you have a 3v3 team. Extra Primal, this is life. Hey,
I just want to leave that there.
So to be fair, I understand because I'm addicted to Apex Legends, and it's the same thing. It's essentially the same thing. So I'm not going to rag on Red Bandana because he plays Exo Primal.
Did you forget my name there for a second?
I know Logan's. I think Logan's actually your middle name, dude.
No, it's my last name.
No, I wasn't sure if I wanted to use Logan or Red Bandana Gaming, so I had to make a big choice there. But anyways,
I've sent you packages with my name on it.
I know
my full name. Most people don't.
I actually have a package ready to send out to you, and
I have one more thing I have to go get, and then I'm sending you another one.
But I need to get the Splatoon. I need to get this pink Splatoon plushie, dude.
That's the last thing I have to go get. I haven't been to Epcot in a few weeks. So
take your time.
I have to get there before they swap out merchandise quite a bit.
So it's going to be one and done? Oh, they're going to really do that?
They do that. Pokemon stuff stays. Mario stuff stays. But the Splatoon, the Zelda, and the Animal Crossing can come and go.
I miss Animal Crossing so much. Anyways, Bandana, why don't you let's discuss the topics of tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Is that the only game you've been playing?
I beat Mario Wonder earlier this morning at like 7 a.m.
Did you sleep last night?
5 hours?
Yeah, because I went to bed at 2 something.
Because I sent you a message on Instagram. I DM'd you at like 7:30ish a.m. my time. I figured you'd be up because it was like 8:30.
Yes. I woke up, but I went back to sleep. I woke up at like 6 something because I had to pee.
Yeah.
And then I couldn't go back to sleep for like 3 hours, and then I finally went back to bed. So, and then I got up, started my day, did my things, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Went and bought RoboCop, went and bought some other games that
Physical?
that I should not have spent money on. I got
Naturally.
Star Ocean, Second Story are.
Heard amazing things about Star Ocean, dude.
And Batten Kaitos Collection.
Haven't heard of that one. Don't know.
It was a remake of the GameCube games, Batten Kaitos 2.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah. So, yeah. There we go. Exo Prime. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Before we get into this, I do want to talk about. We're gonna add one more topic here at the beginning.
I love FNAF.
I know. I've seen you play it.
Like seriously, like I'm borderline hardcore, but I had the option to watch the FNAF movie on Monday at a Halloween party, but it was like 15, 20 minutes in. I'm like, nope. Need to watch it from the beginning. So I really, really want to watch the movie. I feel like I'm going to like it regardless of what the critics say. Haven't looked up what the critics have said.
I'm going to tell you, not get into it. It's one of those where audience loves it. Critics hate it. So that means it's a good movie.
I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy it.
I only knew about it from what I saw with you playing it. So I went in with very little knowledge of the series. And we watched it on Peacock because
it's on Peacock.
We couldn't get to the theaters because we've just been really busy.
I want to see it in the movie theaters, dude. I want to see it in theaters.
After watching it on Peacock, it is definitely going to be a better movie watching it.
I want popcorn. I want that cherry Coke.
And it's outdoing Mario.
It's outdoing Mario?
Yeah. The opening day outdid Mario. But Mario opened on a Wednesday. It opened on a Friday. So it made more sense.
Listen, I love the Marios. All right. I love Mario. But if there can be a movie to compete with that, just to show that people want to go see a movie without propaganda, good.
That's exactly what this is. Now, what I heard, there is a lot of Easter eggs for the series. So if you've played the games, you're going to be like, ooh, 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 ooh. And there were 2 or 3 different YouTubers that were supposed to be in it. The only one I recognized was
Markiplier in it? I would have loved Markiplier in it. I like Markiplier.
I don't know the name, but it sounds like they were talking about it when I was watching the Clownfish TV. They were talking about it. But I know what's his name from Game Theory. He was a restaurant server.
Cool.
And I was like, oh,
so cool. That's so cool. That's so cool. That's so fun. I'm so happy. I'm happy that a movie knows. That just tells me that the movie knows their audience.
I don't know who Corey Kenshin is.
Yeah, I don't know who that is either.
So he might. Yeah, I heard there was like 3 in there. There was another guy who was supposed to be in it, but scheduling conflicts and he didn't get to be in it. And one thing I heard, this movie only was like, what, $25 million? It's such a low budget.
Good.
But it didn't look like it. It was, and it blew its budget out of the water.
I love it.
It looks good. It only took place in maybe three locations, 4 altogether.
I love that though. I'm so sick of.
D-Man says 20 million.
Thank you, D-Man. I'm so sick of these movies that have to be high budget. If you hire the right talent and the people who are passionate about a specific movie, and especially with these independent films, you can make something truly, truly special. And that's what I was kind of going in on with the FNAF movie. And it seems like already it delivered. My expectations are nil. Like, it's very neutral.
The only thing is, when you go into it, you're going to be like, when does this take place?
See, that's
my
what
wife and I were going through the whole thing. It looks like it's early 2000s, maybe late 90s. Like, we thought it was late 90s until the end when you saw certain cell phones. They're like, yeah, it's early 2000s. Because they had flip phones and stuff like that.
Awesome. Like, yeah. I love it. I love it. Because, dude, see, subtle shit like that.
You're fine.
Subtle things like that, just to go, oh, we know where our age demographic is at. Flippies, just to do flip phones, it's a call sign. It's an Easter egg to be like, listen, we know where our fans are at too. And I support that. I think that's great.
And it's funny that D-Man says this. He says, I hope the sequel to Mortal Kombat is better than the first was. It was just okay. I want a great movie. I was just watching. It's funny because I went through a Mortal Kombat marathon and started watching Mortal Kombat the other night, and then I watched
Did I text you during this time?
No, we were on. You were streaming, and then I was.
Oh, okay, that's what it was.
What do you call it? So, I did watch Mortal Kombat. From my understanding, and I've read a few things about it. What they're doing with Johnny Cage is going to be the protagonist of the new Mortal Kombat. The what's his name? Something Cole. I can't remember his name. He's going to replace Scorpion in the next movie. So he becomes the new Scorpion. And I'm like, okay, in order to retcon and fix the first movie and to have Johnny Cage as the hero, he should be, because Johnny Cage has been the focal point of Mortal Kombat for a while. Him and Liu Kang have been the big two. And even in Mortal Kombat 1, he's right there with Liu Kang. Cole Young.
Can I intercept and just give 30 seconds of what I would think would be a good Mortal Kombat movie?
Yes.
Remember how amazing...
And then we'll get into topics.
Yes. And yeah, again, guys, sorry, we're getting sidetracked here. We're excited. We're excited to be here tonight, and everyone's talking in chat, and we want to, discuss these things with you. But Mortal Kombat 30-second elevator pitch. Remember how much everybody loved the teaser with the fight with Scorpion and Sub-Zero in feudal Japan. Make a movie about that. But then,
they kind of did.
But then, within that movie, introduce the bloodlines of other characters that will be present in the future, so that you can introduce new characters of those bloodlines. You could do Baraka. You could do the heritage of Katana Melina.
You haven't played Mortal Kombat 1.
No.
It doesn't make... I like that idea if Mortal Kombat 1 wasn't Mortal Kombat 1.
Like the current Mortal Kombat 1, right? Yeah, I haven't played it. So, dude, this is why I love doing this podcast, because you can call me out and say, no, it's not going to work.
But if the game hadn't come out, I would have liked that. And did you ever watch the Mortal Kombat Legacy? The mini series, the one that was on YouTube for a while.
That's the animated one?
Blu-ray? No, it was a live action one made with Michael Jai White and what's her name from
Michael Jai White is Jax. Sign me the up, dude.
Brain fart.
Love Michael Jai White, dude.
7 of 9. What's her name?
Spawn X, as Jax. Yep, Chunny.
What's her name? I know D-Man will get it for me. How am I not thinking about her name? I'm brain farting. She's played 7 of 9 in Star Trek Voyager. I can't go on until I remember her name, and I'm not going to use my computer to look it up because...
you should, because we're going to be here forever then.
Yeah, we might, unless someone in the chat looks it up before I do.
How about this? We have somebody look it up in the chat while we continue, because someone will find it.
She played Sonya. And she was 7 of 9 in Star Trek.
What a good-looking woman.
Jerry Ryan.
Chunny Bear goes Jerry Ryan on my side. Just as you said, Jerry Ryan. Chunny's dude, my brother-in-law, dude. He's one of the coolest people I've ever met. I love him so much. I'm so happy he's my brother-in-law. Shout out to Chunny Bear.
You need to go back and watch that. If you don't have it, you need to watch it. It's on what is it? Max. So, but I've got all those stupid things for free because all these companies just give them to us. So AT&T gave me Max. Universal, because of Halloween Horror Nights tickets, gave us Peacock. So, yeah, the only one we pay for is technically Hulu, and that came with Disney Plus. And my God, Ahsoka's boring.
Disney's buying Hulu.
Well, they have to.
Yeah, they have no choice.
Okay, let's stop here. Let's get into the meat and potatoes.
So you gotta. So I've looked up these articles. I looked up the topics briefly of what we're talking about. I want you to please strong arm this. Bring up the articles so that I can kind of give my opinion on it, a fresh opinion on everything.
Where was the? I'm trying to find the article that I used. I had a different article up. I had the one that actually said Xbox outsold PlayStation in Japan.
Okay, so I
Where
would
is it?
please bring that up because I'd love to talk about it.
Well, we got a couple of Xbox things to talk about. Where are you? I'm looking through it. Last week. Maybe it's in the last week page. Did I do that video last week? When did I do that video?
So
Oh no, that's right. I'm wrong site. Windows Central. Windows. No, that's not Smexbox right here. Smexbox.
So here's the question I have when people have let's see, by people in my comments. So I give away in my specifically on Twitch, I give away like a lot of sound commands and animations, and the regulars are coming in and just smashing all the audio prompts and all the video prompts. So there's farts, there's D's nuts, there's like the lurk animation. There's I love it. Don't get me wrong, I love it, but damn, dude, guys, I gotta figure something out when I do these podcasts. Yeah, iSize just going all ham.
Hey,
right.
It doesn't happen on my end, so hey, we're good to go.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
So this was the article I pulled up. Xbox's new policy: say goodbye to unofficial accessories from November, thanks to error. Blah 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 blah. So, there's an update now. Update. Where's the update? Update. October 29th. We've heard from sources familiar with Microsoft's plan that this may be related to Microsoft expanding its program for approved third-party wireless Xbox controllers. Most Xbox third-party controllers. Microsoft has responded to a question for clarification. November 1st. Microsoft has further clarified that users who connect USB devices through the Xbox Adaptive Controller for accessibility purpose will not be impacted by the new restrictions. Another new update. Microsoft has sent us some further clarification on how the new enforcement policies may impact accessibility. I'm not going to read all this, but a lot of people have been talking. They're complaining because their bootleg devices won't work, and now they're like, Microsoft just wants money. I'm like, you don't understand why they're doing this. Not because you're broke are they doing this. They're doing this because people have cheap devices. People use these homemade controllers and stuff like that to cheat in fighting games, to cheat in FPSs. That's why they're doing it. They've had more complaints than most people realize, and they know stuff that we don't. So people that are complaining are literally just complaining because I don't want to spend $60 on a controller. I want to spend $20 on an Amazon Chinese piece of junk controller. And that's what they all are. And like I said in my video, I've had these Chinese companies reach out to me and want me to review them. But again, I looked them up, and bigger YouTubers, other channels say, do not mess with these companies. They are garbage companies, and they're just there to screw you over, and their products are trash. So there's a reason Microsoft is doing this. They're not doing this to give you the finger. They're enabling more third-party companies like PDP, PowerA, 8BitDo to come up with wireless controllers that are less expensive or just have different functionality than the standard Xbox One. And yes, it will be less expensive. That's what they're doing.
So do you think this is, okay, this is a two-part question.
Yeah.
All right. I do not agree with what they're doing. Okay.
That's kind of what I said.
Yeah. Also, third party, how is this going to impact your controller reviews? Because
it's not.
You don't think so? You're gonna just completely boycott?
No. Okay. So
respect Microsoft's error is 0x222 and just be like, yo.
So I actually covered this in the video. All the companies that have reached out to me that seem shady and don't have licensed products are, like I said, straight from China.
Okay, to be fair,
and those are the ones I looked up. All the other companies are legit. PDP, PowerA, Hori, 8-Bit Do, all these companies that I've actually looked up and done controllers for, Microsoft is willy-nilly with that license.
I will say this. We've had conversations with this.
Mm-hmm.
I think you've actually declined on some Chinese companies actually sending you controllers or peripherals, or for some, like there was something like several months in the past that you were like, it's a bit shoddy.
At least a good 6 companies in the last 3 or 4 months.
Yeah. So I bring that up just so that people who are watching and listening know that, like, Red Bandana's not just taking every sponsor or everything. So
there is one that I responded to, but I didn't get the email. I didn't notice the email till later. And then they also work with Kevin Kenson, and I know you guys all know who Kevin Kenson is. So he covered a controller from Binbach, and I was like, and then I saw they reached out to me, and I replied to them, and they never got back. So I was like, all right, I guess I didn't do it in time. But the fact that he works with them, I was like, all right, I'll give you guys a chance. But yes, they did reach out to me. A number of other ones. There are companies that I can't even. There was a European company that reached out to me, and then they asked me if I wanted to cover one of their modded controllers. I responded in just like a day or two. They never got back to me.
Yeah.
So stuff like that, and I actually look up these companies. If you're not getting back to me, you're already getting a slash mark in my book,
but
because
in a specific time frame, though,
within
like,
a day or two.
24, 36 hours, like
24 to 48 hours.
48. That's great. I think that's a really good time frame to judge, for sure,
because it gives me a little time to look them up and to see if any other companies have covered them, or if they're like the one from the UK. They have their own website. They have a lot of people that have left reviews, and then I was like, okay, cool. And then I said, sure, I'll take. They asked me which one, and I told them which one. I was like, yeah, whichever one you want to give me. I prefer this one. That's fine. And then poof, radio silence. I was like, all right. Power A is the only company that's been reaching out to me. They reached out to me personally over X, and because they saw my video and they said, hey, do you want to do this? And I said, sure. And they continue. They'll send me random new products, but they'll also, if I see something that I want to cover, I just reach out and they'll send it to me. But I'm not greedy or anything like that. I've tried to reach out to PDP, but all their stuff is automated, and they took down their influencer page, something where you work with them. They took down that page off their website. So I was like, okay, cool, whatever. If they want me to work with them, I'll work with them. If they don't, they don't. So most of these companies that I've seen or that I've covered are all officially licensed, except for a few Nintendo ones. There's a lot of third-party Nintendo stuff that isn't licensed that I have covered. I've got 2 videos coming this week because I went to Burlington and I found 2 new controllers. And it's funny, they put out the same controllers every year with a new name brand on it, but it's the same exact controller. So I got 2 new ones that they didn't put out last year, and I'm going to cover those. Those videos blew up. I've had people send messages while in line at Burlington with the controller in their hand going, thank you for making this video. Now I know to put it back. Thank you for making this video. I don't think this is going to affect my kid, but I appreciate it. Thank you for the honest opinion.
Pros, cons. Thank you. Like there's a reason why people, there's, you know, at the end of the day, I feel like, okay, if you're going to go out and maybe try to buy.
Thanks, D-Man.
Yeah, D-Man. I saw that in the comments. Go ahead and read it. Yeah.
So D-Man saying, when I go to the store and see weird controller, I think of Red Bandana. He's the man when it comes to this thing. You know what? I appreciate that, and that's kind of how I want people to associate it. They're like, new controller. Let me see if he's done it yet. And there was another one. I got a new Nacon one that just released today, and I have that coming this week too. I've got 3 or 4 controller, maybe 5 controller videos coming in the next week. It's a holiday season, so you're going to see a lot of these. And people love them.
But honestly, like, I can't wait. So. I like legit. I mean, we're friends and everything, but I'm hyped to see what you're coming out with. Oh, by the way, speaking of controllers, I have a setup. All right. It's halfway set up. My unboxings. I'm listening to you guys giving me the BS.
Got a flashlight?
Yeah, I have a flashlight. I have a little bit of
I think John said something that before.
Oh, dude, John and like several other people, dude, were just giving me the biggest BS. It was hilarious. I love it. So I have a table set up. I got my lights set up. I have to set up my camera. Nick needs a Game Boy game. Needs a flashlight. John, don't worry, I got you. So, I'm making I have like a little niche corner of my house. I have a little bit of a pattern thing that kind of fits.
Make sure to keep your pants on next time.
Dude, you're ruining the fun.
Hey, you're back to a white shirt, by the way.
Yes, I mean this is. I don't want to disappoint. This is like, for those of you who don't know, like if you ask and you go, Nick, do you go out publicly wearing white t-shirts? The answer is yes. I do. All the time.
I only have like 4. I had more, but they always shrink.
Oh,
and I'm one of those guys that sweats a lot.
I have well over a dozen. I publicly will go out on a Friday night in a white tee, clean pants, clean shoes.
I have black t-shirts. Like you have white t-shirts, I have black t-shirts.
Oh, I have plenty of black t-shirts, dude. I just prefer the whites. Plain. The white
there are certain colors that I do prefer plain, especially if I'm wearing like a flannel. I'll usually wear a plain.
What, a flannel when it's 68 degrees outside and Florida's feeling cold.
Last night
bunch of wieners.
Last night, my wife and I went to Disney Springs, and it was 62, and the wind was blowing. It felt like
fair enough. It's cold.
62 felt like 57 or something like that because of the wind.
That's hoodie weather, dude, for sure. That's hoodie.
I left the hoodie in the car. I just had my flannel on, and I just rolled down my sleeves. And I'm like, I'm good. My wife is wearing a t-shirt and then a zip up jacket, and she's like, I'm freezing. I'm like, but my wife is Haitian. She's Caribbean, so
yeah. So it's in her blood.
80 degrees freezing.
Warm climate. Yeah, that's where it needs to be. Nick had a black shirt on his video. One of them I did. I think one of them I had.
So, but wait, where do we go with this? What happened?
We go to the 40S Switch 2 patent, dude. Because this is news to me.
Did you see this?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I think Spawnwave did a video, a couple of other people, I think RGT. Okay. But I saw this and I was going to cover it, and I was like, and then I noticed that same day there was like all those guys, all of them, they all covered it.
And then I'm like, you know what? There's so much news to cover. There's other stuff that I can cover. If they're gonna cover it, that people are gonna watch them, that's fine. I'm gonna cover something else.
So let me bring this up. Okay, that's that one.
Oppo. Oppo, that's a new one. Oppo, your new one.
Yeah, but I don't understand what it says. Hand paint.
No, because it's an emoji, so it's giving you. It's just, if you look in the chat, it's actually just a hand saying hi. ATV.
Oh, I see it. Because I'm
going back to OG map. I heard about that. I know that. I know. ATV.
I'm looking at everything
appreciate you, man. Thanks for coming by and hanging out with us tonight, dude.
Through StreamYard. That's why. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Share my screen. Now this one comes from. Don't ask me why I chose this one. This is the one that showed up in my Google feed, and I liked it because they had the full images. So I don't know if you can see it, the Nintendo 4DS patent. And if we look at that's what it's being called, but I think the article says new patent for potential Nintendo 4DS emerges. Some people are saying, I think, what do you call it? Wood and Bob covered it on the Nintendo podcast. I don't watch every episode of that anymore. I kind of got over it. But they have this here, and then they're talking about the consoles, blah, 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 everything that's come up. But this is the patent, sorry.
Is that monitor, is that display?
The outside.
Is that like a slide up? Or...
It's a flip up. That's the hinge or the button. and it pops open here. This is the outer screen. Just kind of like think of this image here, where the screen's on the outside of the 3DS, and then you open it up, and there's 2 more screens in there.
We got Graham hanging out here. You still do videos on these
Graham's
things? Yeah, watch other channels anymore. So I'm late. My mom just got out of the hospital. Oh, Graham, hey.
Oh, is she okay?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm like just got out of the hospital. Okay. Oh, that's good. Yeah, it's covered up on here because I can't see it here, so I have my phone with the chat over here.
I hope everything's okay, Graham.
I hope so too. Be praying for her.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yes, some people are saying it's possibly the Switch 2. Here it is. There's the stick, but it only shows 1 stick. But again, these are early just filed patents.
They just want to get the patent in.
Right.
But
This may be a nothing burger. How many patents has Nintendo filed or companies filed, and they've turned out just to be nothing burgers, just to have
something, just to have breadcrumbs, just to say in the court going, hey, listen, we this is patent pending. Like, we've been working on this. Right. We've had patents, this, that, and the other, just for breadcrumbs. Just to protect themselves. So 4DS, cool. I'm down. Call it.
The thing is, it's a stupid name because I get it. Like Switch 2, it's a stupid name because you can't really have a 4th dimension, and there's only 3 screens, so it still doesn't make sense to call it a 4DS because what's the 4th dimension? Time,
an infinite cube,
space,
an infinity cube. Go look up. 10 seconds. You're giving me 10 seconds. Go look up a 4th dimension animation reference. Right. It's beautiful. It's super beautiful. It's called the Hypercube. Look up Hypercube on YouTube. That's displays 4th dimension. It's beautiful, actually.
2 words or 1?
4th, 1 word dimension. It's,
I looked up Hypercube.
Or Hypercube. I'm sorry. Yeah, Hypercube.
Yeah. Hypercube Infinity Mirror?
Yeah. No, not the Infinity Mirror. An animation of it. Because
the Tesseract visualized?
Probably. No, that's
an interesting looking 3D model. Hypercube, the ultimate LED infinity lighting?
No. I'll find it for you here in a second. What it is
4th dimension?
What it is an animation, a visual animation
I see it here.
Yeah. Slightly what infinity and 4th dimension kind of is, where it keeps going. It's actually displayed very beautifully. Sorry, I'm
4th
drinking
dimension explained. Yeah,
I'm drinking bubbly, just bubbly. It's all blue. It's just a bubble soda, and I am just burping.
Okay, yeah, I see that. Okay, yeah. But I don't see how.
I think it's called. I think it's actually called a Hypercube, but I don't want to get too crazy.
He probably does. He probably, if it can exist, he can create it, and he has it.
I being some awesome comments on next videos, John. I love your comments on my videos, and I do greatly apologize for responding late on your comments. But I read them.
Do it. I do it too, so don't feel bad. There are a lot of people where I won't respond for a day or 2 later, just because now I'm getting to the point where certain videos will blow up, and then I can't keep up. And it's that time of the year with controller videos. I just can't keep up. So, I try to respond to everybody who's always in the chat here. If they leave a comment on the video, I try to do it as soon as I possibly can. So,
well, I will say though, what was I going to say?
I don't know.
I put myself on the spot here. I'm thinking too much.
Don't hurt yourself.
So John did comment, and I did have to follow up on comments maybe a week out, almost 2 weeks out. And sometimes I just get lost, man. So I apologize. That's all.
Well, that's just because you're old.
Yeah, I'm getting old. I'm getting lost in my own thing.
So I can't say anything.
By 1 year, bro.
Still. Wait, weren't you born in 85?
84.
I thought you were 85. Okay.
So you're an
Yeah, it is
83.
by 1 year.
You was one of them 83 youngins.
Dude, you're gonna be 40 next year.
Yeah. I'm 39.
Wow,
I'm
welcome
39.
to the club.
I'm 39 in December, and at least the girl I'm seeing, she's like,
Wait. I thought you turned 39. No, you wouldn't be turning 39 then.
Yep, I turned 39 next month.
What day?
The 10th.
Oh, one of my other friends turns, my buddy Rizzo turns 40 on the 19th.
Oh, so they're probably still Sagittarius? I don't believe in that stuff, but it's fun. Might be a Capricorn.
I'm a Libra. I don't care. I'm some scales.
Gross.
I don't believe in any of that garbage.
So I gotta ask you, dude.
I got an answer for you.
What is this iSize that Sony is?
I don't know. I just saw this and I was like, wait, what?
Can we bring the article up and read this together, please?
I was going to do a video for it.
Mm-hmm.
But I decided not to because I wanted to save it for the podcast, because today I decided to cover the Poly Mega because there's a lot of issues going on with that. Mm. And because I'm the one who paid $700. I looked it up, $721 for that thing.
Dude, I wanted it to be something. It seemed like a unicorn to me. I was like,
it's not. It exists.
Yeah,
it exists.
Well,
it's just.
But how many of those systems are? We talked about this last week. Aren't they getting bricked? Aren't people like all of a sudden?
One. I've only read of one.
Not bad.
So,
okay. I'm sure they replaced it too.
But
I'm sure I'm sure the company replaced it.
No, they didn't. Because the long story, watch the video. That's all I can say. I can go into it for another 20 minutes.
I'm in a backlog on your videos, by the way. I'm sorry. I'm like a week and a half behind, dude.
Well, I'm about 3 videos behind on yours because I didn't watch. You put up.
Jackzilla just jumped into.
He did what?
Jackzilla just jumped into my chat. He's I'm bricked up for you.
Makes perfect sense here. The way you guys were going at it last time, it just made perfect sense.
No, dude, I think just.
But you were more bricked up for him.
Jackzilla is just like one of the coolest dudes ever, man.
Yeah, he is.
He's just straight up cool. Hey, Jackzilla, we need to get you back on this podcast, dude. Whenever you're free, man. I know you got a lot of stuff going on, so.
My eyes doing that weird twitchy thing.
No, do more.
What?
Nothing.
What?
Don't be jealous, Red.
What?
Yeah, do more Coca-Cola, dude. That caffeine. Bro, late night shit is my vibe.
I gotta cut out caffeine.
Yeah, no, just so that the stream knows on your side, Jackzilla's on my Twitch right now. Jackzilla, check him out on Twitch. He is like the most down to earth, cool dude. You can go hang out, have a beer with, and just have a good time with and talk about video games, you know.
And he was on. Let me go back.
Dude, Jack was on like episode 6.
He was on
7?
episode 6. Yep.
6. I knew it. Yeah. Wait till he starts grinding teeth and wiping his nose.
So the only repeat person we've had so far was Drunk 3PO. Jay.
Yeah, Drunk 3PO. But Jack, we got to get you back on here. Jack's been playing some Rainbow Six. Like, you got to watch his streams when when him and his crew is playing Rainbow Six, because you learned so much. And I think that's what's really good, and what I appreciate about Jackzilla is like he's someone you can talk to, but like he's also very skilled. And I haven't been playing Rainbow Six Siege because, but there's a resurgence on it. So, shout out to Jackzilla. Jack, we got to get you back on here, man.
Definitely,
we got to get you back on here. But all right, Sony reveals iSize acquisition, not a games developer. I hope it's bigger than 6 inches.
A UK-based video delivery firm.
Oh, okay.
Wow, look how big the article is not. So it's like, wow. Sony has today announced it has entered into an agreement to acquire UK-based company iSize, which specializes in deep learning for video delivery. iSize builds AI-powered solutions to deliver bitrate savings and quality improvements for the media and entertainment industry, the firm explained. The cost of the buyout isn't revealed due to contractual commitments. The acquisition is designed to provide Sony with significant expertise in applying machine learning to video processing, which will benefit a range of R&D efforts as well as our video and streaming services. PS Plus Premium currently provides the option to stream PS3 games and recent... I know where this is going.
Okay, so
and recently, members of the top tier gained the ability to stream PS5 games. What this basically means is they're going to acquire something else, lay off more people, and use AI to generate more content, and you pay more.
I wanna bring this back. Let's take a sip, reverse back. Jackzilla brings up a very good point about the unlicensed controllers situation. He goes, all the kids complaining about unlicensed controller ban, sorry, no Zim or Cronus.
That's what someone commented on one of my videos. They're like,
also, I
maybe Zim, but not Cronus.
I put a Zen in my mouth right now. You know what Zins are?
No.
Oh, man, they're loaded with nicotine, dude. It's insane.
Yeah, I thought you stopped smoking.
I don't smoke cigarettes regularly. When I do, it's rare. I'm not addicted to cigarettes. It's always, oh, Robert, how are you doing, Robert? If I do smoke a cigarette, it's 3:30 in the morning here in Chicago, and the bars are closing up, and I bum one off of my gal pals, and that's it. You know.
Yeah, because I remember one time you were hitting me up, and I was like, "You smoke?" And you're like, "Oh, only sometimes. I'm gonna stop." Da, 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 da.
But I just I hate to digress, but like Jack brings up such a really good point. Oh man, Jack, you'd like my friends. They're awesome, dude. They're the sweetest of the sweets. But he brings up a really good point. Like if you can, but here's the thing. Do you incorporate a mandatory firmware upgrade within the hardware of Xbox to make sure that it rejects any unlicensed software? And
that's exactly what's going to do.
And then how do you considering that how easy Call of Duty is to hack, who's to say that they can't make hacks to bypass that? But
they're going to try their best, but it's Microsoft we're talking about, and someone who used to work for the company. Did you used to work for Microsoft
or no?
Yeah, I think I mentioned that once.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I know, and working with the game side and talking to people when I was there, especially when I was working, out of the actual retail store, when I would have meetings and stuff from Microsoft finds out these things, and they'll hire people who can create them to fight against them, to basically rework them or work them backwards, or I forget what the term is. But what Microsoft will do in the background, and you'll have no clue. They'll push these little updates through every time a new hack or something comes or something like that. They're going to make it so it doesn't work. Make it so it doesn't work. And they'll have one crew that keeps doing this.
Here's what. So if it negates the ease of use, this is what Jack said, and I agree with him too on this. If you make it a little bit more difficult, essentially, you have to put effort into cheating. At least gets rid of the casual cheater, and that will filter out a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So
and that's the whole thing. It's about cheating. And the thing is, the people who cheat are the ones complaining because now they can't cheat.
Yes.
And that's the whole thing. And Microsoft is like, all right, we hear you. All they did was say, we hear you, to the majority of the people that hate cheaters. And people aren't playing Halo as much. People aren't playing Call of Duty as much. People aren't playing Overwatch as much because of these cheaters. And they've seen the actual player base dwindle because of complaints. So they're like, all right, we hear you. We're done with this. You can only use official stuff. But that's the thing. like I said before, Microsoft consoles, and I shouldn't say Microsoft consoles, Microsoft themselves are very loose with that official seal, that licensing seal, because all you have to do is pass certain requirements and you're good. Like in my video, this is a new company that's come out of nowhere. It's Surge Livewire Microwatt.
Ooh, that's strong.
And this is official. This is an official controller, officially licensed. Just don't be a cheater. And there's plenty of ones. And there are plenty of controllers that have turbo and other things that are still official.
I want to hear what Red's saying on point. Red, he's saying what you're saying is on point. Now, I have yet, probably macros won't be allowed. I agree. You shouldn't.
Nope. You can do macros. Why? Because there are controllers out there, official controllers, that have the ability to do macros. So yeah, you'll just be able to put it. They have an app like, I think it's which company? I've tested so many, but there was one that allows you to download a macro and download the app, put it here, and then you have the flappy paddles can be either one button or two buttons.
Here's okay.
Controversial opinion. Macro,
listen to this controversial opinion. I want an actual statement. I want somebody in the dev team, on the dev team, making an official video going, we are doing our best to counteract hacks in our games. Rest assured, I want somebody out there, give me every other week saying, we know that there's wall hacks. We know that the Cronus, we know this, we know this. Listen, we know that this is happening. We are confidently going and we are taking care of the situation. I have yet to see this from any games. Look at Call of Duty. What do they post on Instagram? Oh, we're doing Ricochet. Where is somebody outright saying, we do not allow hacks. We are going to make this game fair. We want to fix this. I have yet to see that on a $1 billion effing company, dude. I have yet to freaking see this.
I've seen them on forums, but I haven't seen.
It doesn't
count. I haven't
count.
seen like a video or anything.
Show me an Instagram account. Show me an Activision account where there's some dev representative going, listen, we hear you. We're reading the comments. And we're going to fix this. I have yet to freaking see this. I'm not going to be
surprised if we do hear it soon, because now there are people that are going to Microsoft and they're complaining and trying to get Microsoft to reverse this decision. Microsoft's not going to do it. They should not do it.
No, and they shouldn't.
Yeah,
and they shouldn't.
And the thing is, it's like these cheaters are ruining it for everybody else. And now that they've been caught, all they're doing is complaining that they've been caught. It's like someone who goes out and riots and steals, and then cops catch him, and they're like, "Ooh."
Well, here, Jack.
I'm like, no, you did the bad thing. You're gonna get caught.
I want to ask Jack Zilla's opinion on this.
Caught.
Remember when the Modern Warfare 3 beta came out and there were already hackers? My opinion was they put the beta out there to see, okay, we're throwing the software out there. Let's see what they're getting into, and let's create a barrier. Let's create protection on this to build from moving forward. Okay, like some 3D chess that we can now protect the players from cheaters.
Isn't it kind of funny that the beta happened? All this stuff happened, all these hacks and all this cheating, and then Microsoft goes, "Hey, look, this is what's going to happen."
Yeah, I think it's playing a chess game, and I think they know what they're doing. I'm confident. I'm optimistic about this.
Same people, I'm reading tons of comments, and people are complaining that, oh, I guess I'll just play on PS5. I'm like,
not going to make a difference, man. They're all playing on the same infrastructure. The devs are still. They're all developing on the same infrastructure.
How many unlicensed PS5 controllers are out there? How many third-party PS5 controllers are out there? A handful.
Here's
unlicensed. You can't use it. You cannot use unlicensed on PlayStation.
You know what I would love?
I'm like,
here's
Sony's
my thing.
Worse.
Here's my thing. go ahead and play whatever game you want on an unlicensed. Hear me out here. Go ahead and play other third-party games on whatever controller you want, or even on PC, whatever you want.
Mhm.
The big boys with the big bowels, okay? Go, no. You play on officially licensed software that we know. I just received a $50 donation.
Awesome.
Why did that not just show up on my stream? Holy cow.
Shout them out. Who's it from? Shout them out.
I'm going to say their name is Joe, and that's it. And that donation just saved my butt more than I think they realize.
It's your day, bro. It's your day.
I cannot. Hey, G.I. Joe. Shout out to G.I. Joe. Holy cow. Wow.
Grim's like, what a madman.
That's absolutely insane. That's the biggest donation I've ever had, and thank you so much. And I'm so sorry that it didn't show up on my donations. I can't thank you enough. I'm actually very speechless right now. Wow. Thank you. So, anyways, take it away. Take it away, Logan.
What is it? I forgot to put my name in the sink. So yes, let's go back to majority of casual gamers don't even know or use unlicensed controllers for their consoles anyways, so I don't get why they care so dang much. You are right, D-Man. And that's one of the things I was going to follow up, and you put it there, and I was like, you said it perfectly. Because the majority of the people, they want to just enjoy their game and not have to go spawn, headshot, spawn. They're done. They actually want to play their games. And the majority of the people aren't cheaters.
And I just got
so get rid of the cheaters.
Did I really just get another $50 donation? Hold on, what's happening right now? I gotta. Why are these donations not going up?
Can you pull up the screen and show something?
Like
or
this
share
is
your screen or something.
No, I don't understand.
We're it's getting quiet here. You're how are your testicles feeling right now? Are they okay? Did they drop in the sink that Grim was talking about?
Did
they sink?
That's just wild. I can't.
They love you. They really love you.
What's that meme from that one actress? You love me. You really love me.
Yeah.
Geez. Well, that's great. Now I can pay my electrical bill this month. Wow, guys, thank you so much for the donations. And I apologize. I'm not trying to pull this away from obviously the mainstream because I bootleg. I'm bootlegging Red Bandana's stream.
Yeah.
I'm essentially bootlegging Red Bandana's stream right now onto my Twitch and everything. Jeez,
and that's why I sound funny on his streams, because it goes from here to there to another. Well, I don't know what he's using, but I always sound so funky when you're restreaming from my stream. But on my end, I sound fine. So it's really weird.
And
it's
Joe
really weird.
and AKA Joe sends another one. Guys, like, this is, well, thank you. Honestly,
don't worry, be happy. It comes with the territory. People are gonna love you. People are gonna love you. You know why? Because you're hanging out with me.
It is.
That's why they love you. And to see if we didn't do this podcast, your balls would not be in the sink that Graham is talking about. Along with his name. I don't know what's going on here.
In the sink. No, I just that's by far the highest donations I've ever had within the span of like 3 minutes. I don't know. I don't know what to say. It means a lot. I'm not trying to take away from the.
Yeah. Yes, his balls are in the sink. You know what? How about we just go off where we are officially in?
We are officially done with the topics.
So we're on our side quest.
We're on the side quest mission.
And apparently, the first question of the side quest is, wait, his balls are in the sink.
Yes, and it's very cold
and deep. Have you heard the joke? Have you heard that joke where it's it doesn't work unless you're in person, but you're like, hey, yeah, me and, for example, I'll tell somebody, me and Nico, we were out the other night.
Oh, why not warm water?
Me and Nick were out the other night. We were drinking. We decided to stop by over a bridge, and we just both had to pee. So we just decided to pee. And then Nick says, man, this water's deep. And he's like, yeah, shit, no, that's not how it goes. Damn it. See, I ruined the joke. Oh.
You had me in there for a second.
Bring me back in. No, one goes, the water is, Nick goes, oh, the water's cold. And I go, yeah, deep too. So because you're like, I forgot. My friend told me the joke a long time ago, and I was like, oh, so you're saying your dick is big, and I'm saying mine is bigger. So I'm going to get demonetized for that. This stream's going to get demonetized. I don't think I got a warning for it. Maybe I did. I don't think so. And look at Graham. Look what Graham did. Look at Graham.
I usually have the chat open. Get.
So sync was autocorrect.
Doxed.
I meant
Doxed,
Jonah.
LOL.
Now you all know my IRL name, Doxed. LOL.
I don't.
So,
I don't. He might. I don't.
No, wait. What? I don't see anything here. I forgot to put my name in the sync. What a madman! Oh, holy crap! Graham is the man. You know what? He's probably like, I'm a millionaire. I'm just going to throw money at these guys to keep them doing this.
I'm so grateful. And here's the thing, like
we love you, Graham. By the way,
to be honest, we love doing these podcasts. But holy cow, holy Toledo! Tonight, you guys are, we do this because we like doing it, but we also like when Red Bandana and I talk. It's like we do this for you guys too. And I know that sounds cheesy, but it's fun.
Technically, it's only two of us talking, but
it's fun.
It's not. You guys are here. You just don't see your faces.
We're gonna get Jackzilla back on here. We're gonna get a good list of fun things to talk about.
There are a couple of other people that I've talked to about possibly getting other guests on here as well. You guys know I've talked to the Geeks and Gamers guys, so maybe some more of them, a couple of other gaming peoples, some channels. I've reached out to a couple apparently. Oh, and Josie might be coming back. I haven't talked to her. I'm so sorry if she watches this later.
You know what?
But she reached out to me. I responded, and then I forgot to get back to her just because I've been so dang busy. I feel bad. But it's like because of her schedule, I'm like, crap. What am I going to do? Say, hey, you want to join us tonight? I'm like, and she's on the other side of the country. So I feel bad about that. That's my doing. There are a couple of other people that we're working on, and we were talking. To be 100% honest, the reason we started late is that was one of the things we were talking about. Who we're getting in here next, and who I'm trying to possibly get in here. It's a pretty big name, and hopefully he'll join us. There's also someone else that he talks to me like I've talked to him quite a bit on X, and I'm going to see if he'll be interested in joining us too. So,
yeah. Also, by the way, my recent video, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so tired of saying Twitter/X. It's X.
I know through like half the video, you're like just call it X.
And my recent YouTube upload, I only put Twitter/X because Twitter is a keyword. Right?
Yes, still a keyword.
So I put Twitter X and I put it in the description and stuff. It's X. That's what it is. It's called X.
Yes, it is. Here, let me go to your page because it was the what do you call it? The Doctor Disrespect.
Yeah. There was
Yeah.
some.
Oh
There
no,
was,
I did watch. I did watch that one, and I watched the Amaranth one,
dude. That
and I
Amaranth one, I held back so bad on that Amaranth one, dude.
but look at the views on it. And wow, dude, your views are kicking
It's not bad.
compared to what they used to be. They're kicking, dude.
Well, here's my thing, and I've said this before. If I'm not posting on my channel like regular, YouTube uploads, I need to be streaming. If I'm not streaming, I need to be posting. And I'm really hard on myself, and I'm like, I need to be streaming, I need to be posting. It's like, no. I can only do so much.
And weren't we talking about getting D-Man in here as well as
Yes.
Creamy Potato?
Okay, so
So I'm like,
so
and
here's
it's my fault. I keep forgetting because I've been so
to be
busy the
fair,
last week.
to be fair, I know Jack Zill, busy gentleman. I need to reach out to him and see when he's free. And Jack, if you're still here, every Thursday night, I think you're where you're
It's
at.
9 p.m. Eastern.
He's an hour. I think he's 2 hours ahead of me.
That's why I always
because
say
it's
9
Canada.
p.m. Eastern. So Eastern is all the way up to Toronto and whatnot. We have the same one. So if you keep going, it changes. So
He's
that's why I
10,
always make sure
15.
I
Yeah.
say
So Jack's only an hour ahead. So Jack, technically, if you can get
Wait,
on for an hour,
He says it's 10:15 where he is.
it's 10:15 where he's in the same time
same
zone
thing.
as you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's perfect because technically we start at 8. How long you guys want to chill for? I mean, it's always an hour.
We
Man.
usually minimum an hour. Sometimes if we're free, we'll go up to. I think our longest one was 2.5 hours, but yeah, usually an hour and a half on average.
I need a 1 minute break right now.
A 1 minute break.
I need like 1 minute. Yeah, I'll be right back. 1 minute.
Okay, so here you should turn off your camera, or I can just remove them. And now you guys only have my beautiful face to look at. Okay, we're done. There you go. I hope you enjoyed that. No. What is this down here? What is this? What are you saying? Okay, here we go. Because I'm trying to read it down here on my phone because it gets the chat sooner than the video up here. But it says, telling you see if you can get Johnny Massacre on. Check out his Spider-Man. Johnny Massacre. I have to look him up. I'm not 100% sure who that is. There's a couple people that told me, get this person. Like Jay told me to get Beardo on, and I wasn't even sure who. I wasn't completely familiar with him. I only knew him from the Friday night and the Tuesday night streams. Now I actually watch his stuff a bit more, so I know who he is. I'll look into that. What is this? I'm on mornings now, so this part of my Thursday routine. That's awesome. I'm glad it's part of your routine. Well, you are here every Thursday. I appreciate that. So we really do appreciate all you guys. And I look forward to this. Even if I'm having like a pooey day and it happens to be a Thursday, I'm really looking forward to getting on here. And I'm not going to make it to Walmart tonight. I just realized that. You should do a Tuesday live stream of no, I can't. My wife and I were talking today about I'm thinking about doing a another weekly stream, but just for gameplay and BS. So I don't know. It might be Wednesday night, but that's Dynamite. I might just watch Dynamite afterwards. I don't know. And he's back, and he's got something.
It's a Zen. It's those Zens, baby. It's those Zens. But no, I really want to get D-Man Gaming on here, Creamy Potato, and I would love to get Jack back on here.
How old is Creamy Potato?
Oh, dude, I don't know.
He sounds like he's like 35.
Bro, when I met him playing Apex, I met him playing Apex on a random match one night. We just vibed together, and everything is cool. And he's just he's a cool kid. He's a high school kid, and normally
he does not sound like a high school kid.
No, no. I was like, how old are you, dude? Like, no, I didn't ask. My buddy Dienerlace did. He's like, oh, I'm in high school, and I'm like, bro, you sound like you're 25. He's
that's what I was
actually
saying.
he's actually a very intelligent individual. John, thank you so much. I appreciate that. He's actually a very intelligent individual. I try to avoid
You don't
streaming.
get too many of those in kids these days. That's pretty cool.
No, and I try to avoid hanging out and streaming with much younger gentlemen than I am. But he's cool. You know, his mom's awesome. His family's cool. His mom follows me. Yo, shout out to Cream of Potatoes.
I'm sure she does.
But I
Did you
really
just
like.
shout out his mother?
I did.
You just shout out
She's
his
cool.
mother, Creamy Potato. If you're watching this, watch out for this guy.
Shout out to Potato's mom, dude. But like
He
with
has a thing
Jackzilla,
for older women.
I like Jackzilla has been doing Rainbow Six Siege.
I really thought you were going to say Jackzilla's mom.
No. He's been doing Siege, and man, like he's such an entertaining streamer.
I got 2 fires.
And I would love to just like talk to him about his quest with, you know, he was streaming a lot of Tarkov, which is awesome. For a streamer to make Tarkov entertaining, that's kind of a tough thing. Tarkov, you're in kind of for a long haul, but like he does it. And again, you know, I kind of fanboy over Jackzilla, but I am a fan. But he's good at what he does, and he has one of the best streams on Twitch. I know he's got a lot of followers. He should have 4 times that much. You know, you don't. The thing is for me personally, I dislike vast majority of streamers because they're extremely like they have to be like toxic or be involved in some sort of NFT scam or just I get what they're doing. They're baiting their fan base. They're using and manipulating their fan base for their own benefit. And that's not what Jackzilla does. That's not what we do here. That's not what you do here. And
it also makes me think there were a couple ones that I used to follow that he just changed up everything he does
so
now,
strong.
and then it's just went.
Sorry, it's so strong. This Zen is so strong.
So there was one I watched him all the time, and it got to the point where he changed up what he was doing, and then he moved back from Japan to the U.S. And now he's completely different. And I'm like, he's still a cool guy. I'm not going to throw his name out there because I don't want people to think I don't like him or anything anymore. But he's still a really cool guy. It's just I don't watch his streams anymore because it's not why I started watching him. That what bothers me too, and I don't want to be those guys either. That we start one way and then either go really commercial, go really wonky, or go really cringy. I don't want to do that.
Well, I don't like watching ungenuine streamers. Like there's a couple I could throw out there, and there's a few streamers I'll reach out to that I think that are willing. There's 3 in particular. One goes by Nelson, but he lives in the UK, so his time zone is completely different. There's Kaya Knight. She's awesome. She's a very, very good Apex player. And then there's Gamer Dad that I think I brought up before, who he's very genuine too. Like I can't stand the fluff.
See, that's why I think I only watch a handful of streamers. I used to watch a few. I've stopped watching female streamers because they started going e-girl, and I don't like that.
See, Kaya Knight,
just be normal.
Kaya Knight's not. She does not do that.
That's why I liked Wicked Virtue. You remember her?
Yep, Wicked Virtue. She's dope.
That's why
you had her on. Didn't you have her on the stream and I couldn't make it?
Yeah. We had her, and I might see. I haven't been able to watch her stuff because she does it the same nights we do, but right before. So it's hard. I'm getting ready for this, and it's hard for me to watch hers when I'm getting ready for this, and then we get on. So
yeah, fair.
It is what it is, but I like her. Otherwise, I usually watch the Geeks and Gamers guys because one, I know they're more real. They're legit, and I like what do you call it? Star Wars Theory. I like his game streams because he's just a cool dude, and that's the thing. It's hard for me to watch other people if I can't. If I know, let's put it this way, that they're not genuine.
Mm-hmm.
I like watching real people.
Yeah.
Because once you're putting on a show, it just sucks.
It's not fun, man. It's pretty obvious, I think, at this point. So
yeah, see, it's, you know what? I understand there's a market for that. That's cool, but I'm older now. I'm married. I don't need to see some 20-something-year-old jumping around with her boobs hanging out. Okay, I know there's a market, cool, but I want to I want to be able to see someone that can play video games and play them well. I don't care if you're male or female. Don't care. I just want to be able to watch and go, okay, that's fine.
well,
Like I love Melanie Mack. She is awesome. And watching her videos and then watching her gameplay, I love them both. She's one of those people that is just cool, and she's a Christian, so it makes it even that much easier. So,
well, and not only that, it's like, go ahead and read that. Yeah.
Geeks and Gamers are all chill. I found them back in 2018 or 19. I found them in 2019 or 2020. I wasn't really on YouTube as much until I started the channel in 2019. So that's when I really started watching YouTube, was in 2019. So I watched it a little at the end of 2018, but I really started the channel at the beginning of 2019.
Just, as being a streamer and whatnot, bring something to the table. You don't have to. You don't have to be S tier.
I bring honesty.
Yeah, that's all I do.
I just give you my opinion. If you don't like me, bite me. Look, I've trashed games and people hate me for it. I'm like, hey, I'm still here. Okay, not everybody has to have the same opinion on games, and that's completely fine. I think Elden Ring is a trash game. It is awful.
And you're
That's
wrong.
my opinion.
You're wrong.
So, and you have the right to be wrong too when you say that. But we're still friends. But no, I'm not a big fan of Souls-like games, because just to make a game hard for hard's sake, if it has an endearing storyline, if it has characters that bring you in, like Scarlet Nexus, for example, that's cool. And I did pick up Lords of the Fallen, just because it adds more than just, hey, big monster, you're dead. Big monster, you're dead. Okay, that there's no story. I need a story, but I don't want anything handheld. I grew up on what do you call it? I grew up with Ninja Gaiden. Come on, I grew up with Contra. I know hard games. I'm good with hard games, but give me a reason for it. That's all I got to say about that. So there are plenty of games out there that people love, like Overwatch. I don't know how people like that game. I tried. I just think it's crap.
Never played them. Don't want to.
Yeah. So wait, where are we going? I'm sorry, I went on a rant. Here we go. People have bullied Josie before, and us mods have had to fight back against them because they always ask about OnlyFans. You know what? She told me about that, and that's why she started streaming on Twitch, because she gets less of that. And when she went ham on Metroid, I heard oof, and I saw some of the comments. I'm like, that's rough. And I'm like, all right, look at her age. Look at the generation of gaming she comes in. I understand completely. And then Graham says, one of the things I like about G&G also, they don't make Krista or Blabs. Yeah, they don't. They're just normal. They're just normal. There are some games that I disagree with. Yeah, John and I even, yeah.
Dude, here's the thing. Here's the thing. We'll have, with Red Bandana and I, we'll have strong agreements with things, and then we also have strong disagreements with other things.
Yeah. Like, being a PC gamer makes you a terrible person.
You want to arm wrestle, bro? I will destroy you.
Remember who's got the power here? I have the power. Oh wait, my sword.
But I mean, that's the thing. Like the problem these just day and age in this current state of social media is, you disagree with me. I don't want to have a conversation with you. I want to disagree with you and make an argument. No, no. That's.
Remember, whenever you want to say something, remember who has the power here. What are you about to pick up?
I have a skull.
I have a Skeletor. Skeletor. I've got all kinds of He-Man stuff. I don't want to reach up.
Oh, Isaac wants some smoke in my... Rara, you have Batman. I have Batman too. So that makes us one.
And see, that's another thing. Batman sucks compared to Superman. Superman's better than Batman.
Okay, but...
Oh, I get heat on that. Like there's no tomorrow.
All right, you have somebody with superhero powers, and then you have just...
Are you going to give the same tired argument?
You just have...
Superman's overpowered.
No. I'm not saying that.
Okay.
But you have a guy like Batman who has no superpowers, but just has basically runs the S tier of any type of military armament to his hands. Like he can, and not only that, he's a super high IQ, super strong. He's just a dude who could just he's just a dude.
You do understand that Superman is actually super intelligent, and it's one thing that they don't focus on in the comics.
There's a huge...
His intelligence is like... But he just doesn't do it.
But Batman is an ace. He's an S tier detective. Like I don't think people realize that. Like that's who Batman is. Like he's just a regular guy with high intelligence, super physical, has the best military equipment to his disposal, and he goes around and does his thing. And I love Superman. I think Superman's awesome. I mean, I could bring up my... I
have a Superman tattoo.
I don't have two tattoos. I'm too scared.
Yeah, you are.
Jagzilla goes, I'm Batman. Up in the comments. Dude, no jokes, if Jackzilla got into a Batman outfit and I was a criminal and I saw someone of the stature of Jackzilla in a Batman outfit, I would freaking run. I'd be like, you know what? I'm out, guys. Peace.
It's like...
I'm like if I just saw him kick a door in, which he could easily do, I'd be like, I'm out. That's if I was a criminal.
He could wear any superhero costume.
Jackzilla could wear like
Phoenix,
a big,
and I'd be like,
yeah, he could wear like a big pink tutu and kick in the door, and I'm like, I'm out. I'm like, nah, dude, I'm out.
and that works on different levels too. You're like, I'm going here.
Jackzilla, he said he was super early for Halloween. Jack, I missed your Halloween stream. I had a bunch of stuff I was dealing with, but I'm sure it was fantastic. I got your notification.
He had anal leakage that night.
Yikes. That's not good.
I haven't used that joke in a while. Anal leakage.
Well, we got to keep it PG-13.
Well, that is PG-13.
John goes Batman #1 always. See, this is why John and I get together. This is why he and I see eye to eye all the time.
I love that game. No, sorry, Batman Forever. I love Batman Forever. I bought that boxed. I have it because I got that when I was young. I don't care what people say. I love that game. I found it complete in box for $44.
Oh, buy it.
I bought it.
I bought it. Sib, the good old Shib. Yep. Jackzilla. Yep. I had it over the weekend. I was puking out both ends. It was rough. Yeah, dude, Jack, you've been sick. Jack's been from what I gather on your Discord and everything, because he's got kids and everything. So when the kids get sick, the family gets sick, and it's a whole debacle. Batman is forever my favorite. Thank you, Rara. See, this is why I love you, Rara.
I just think Superman deserves his own game at this point. That doesn't suck.
Oh, dude, no. Dude, Superman does have its own game. It's on Nintendo 64. It's one of the best Superman games ever made.
So, it looks like I'm by myself again. I don't know where Nick went. He just up and left. His bad opinions had him just disappear. I didn't even fire you that time. You just pooped.
No, I was just out. You didn't even have to say it. Oh, man.
Hey, do you really have to ask what happened to that Wonder Woman game? Do you really?
You know what?
Warner Brothers went, you know what? We've lost enough money. That's pretty much what happened.
You know what's a better Superman game than the Nintendo 64 game ever was?
Any game ever?
Was when somebody took the Unreal 5 demo and put Superman in it. Was a better
Did you
game.
ever play the Superman Doomsday game? The one on Super Nintendo?
No.
The Superman. Oh, that was great. That was one of the best Superman games. I did a whole video of it. I have a video of it. Let's see if I can.
Shameless plug.
Pull that up.
Shameless
yes, it's
plug.
an old video. So I'm going to. Where are my? How do I find my videos?
How it goes.
Videos.
Oh, Batman Forever, but make it like Tomb Raider games. So, I don't know, Raura, if you know this. I don't know if it's a Switch exclusive, but they remade the old Tomb Raider games for Switch. Got to run. Okay, Jackzilla, got to run, boys. Have a good night. Shoot me an instant message when you want to link up. Absolutely, dude. I will. I just don't want to bother you.
Thank you, good sir, for being here. Yeah, the death and return of Superman. Wow, I remember making this video. Oh, it's so cringe. Oh my God, I'm watching it. It's so cringe. So here, I'm going to, let's go here. I'm going to pull it up.
Oh, man.
Yeah, share screen. Where is it?
No, brother, me too. Appreciate you, Jack, man. Listen, guys, if you're on YouTube and Twitch or whatever, go and check out Jackzilla's streams. He's
Definitely.
very consistent. He is always streaming. He's a late night streamer, so he'll probably be up in another hour or two. Check his stuff out. Go say hi to him.
It's in your butt, Grim. That's probably where he wants to be. In your butt.
Flash, yeah.
Okay, so you see this game here? This is it. And you want to see how cringe? Look at my little intro video. Yeah.
I like it though, dude. I like it.
Oh, yeah, I played this game. Oh, look at my lighting. It was terrible. My camera, look at that angle. It's just great.
Yeah, but you learn. But these are the type of videos that are fun, man. Like these
is when I first started. So this was 4 years ago when the channel first started.
Dude, the game doesn't look bad, dude.
Oh no, it's really good. The only thing is I want to get it physically. This is
emulation.
My buddy my buddy Lich, Richard, he took my Super Nintendo Mini and loaded it up with ROMs, and I was playing this on there. So, but I can get it physically. It's just it's an expensive game. So, but no, it's actually a fun game, and I beat the whole game. This is the entire game.
Took about an hour, huh?
Just about, yeah. So, yeah. There you go. So go watch that terrible video, and then I did do what do you call it?
Oh,
Superman
no.
64.
Oh no.
And all I do is I get so frustrated and angry. And this is one of my early videos. You can see. Look at that.
I like the thumbnail, dude. That is a thumbnail. I love it, dude. That's great.
And then I did all that little animation
beard,
back
bro.
in the day.
Look at the beard.
Oh, dude, you didn't know me. Back then I had a long beard, which was like Jackzilla beard length. Like it was down to here at one point.
Jackzilla beard with a little bit of less testosterone, but it looked good.
It was very red. My beard was very red.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was like very
now
red.
Now I'm afraid to. Are you saying gingers have less testosterone?
No.
You better not. But now if I grow it in, it's going to have more grays, so I'm a little worried.
Hey, that just means you know something, dude.
How did we meet again? I was going to make a joke, but I'm not going to do that.
I believe how it was
Instagram.
It was Instagram, but my one of my best friends, Ninja Toidles, just how it's spelled and sounded, Ninja Toidles. He's got a very big following on Instagram. He was on our first episode.
Yeah, our very first
episode.
When it wasn't live, it was pre-recorded.
Yeah, we pre-recorded that. I think that he saw, like, we were doing some we were working together and doing posts and streams at the same time. And I believe that that's how you ran into my name. And then, Red Bandana hit me up. We started talking. And then I don't know. Like we were kind of just like, wow, this is a cool guy. Like we just started chit chatting, and then I was like,
I know.
I was like,
I
dude,
saw
just
you on.
text. I was like, just text me, and I sent you my number and whatever, and then we just started chit chatting
Because we were BSing a lot over video games on Instagram.
Yeah, and
then we started talking. We realized we actually had a lot in common.
Yeah,
in every way you can think about it. And I was like, wow, okay. And then I went, hey, you want to do a podcast? And he just went, sure. And we were talking for what, almost almost a year before we started.
I would say a solid 8 months or so.
Yeah.
But I mean, prior to that, I was like, listen, dude, I keep my notifications off on Instagram. So I was like, dude, just text me. And so we just started texting, and then we were just talking about games and stuff like that. So
it's good that you do that these days, because I send you a million different reels.
You do.
I'm one of those guys.
Send me Isaac. Miami sends me shit, dude. Like
Gabe,
I'm like,
Gabe Blow. Yeah.
They're all hilarious. Don't get me wrong. They're I watch them all, but sometimes I look, I'm like, oh, there's 4 or 5 of these. I'm like, I'll get back
and then
to
you
it.
Just go,
yeah.
And then one smile at the end to cover them all.
No, I actually legit watch them all. I do.
No, I watch them, but sometimes I don't react individually.
Rara says I can't get no love. No, of course, Rara. Of course, and like, sheesh, Rara. Gosh, Rara and I have been talking since Thai with it, which is Sir Venom. That's how her and I met. I mean, for well over a year now at this point. And Rara is a trooper, man. Like I sent her messages quite often sometimes, just on a personal level, and we chit chat and we talk, and I'm extremely thankful for that. So, yeah, 2 years. She says 2 years, about 2 years. It's crazy. I'm like super thankful for it, and I realize now, just with like the small group of people and the cool people we choose to talk to, I appreciate, because there's other people that want to talk to me and hang out, and it's like I just can't. I'm getting too many messages, and I have to prioritize the people that mean a little bit more. Sorry if you're watching this. Like I'm always down to chit chat with people. So
there's like a handful of people that I talk to.
Wow, what a waste.
I would say on an almost daily, and you've now become one of them. So
yeah, no, you definitely are.
There's about I think there's about 5 people, that I talk to. If it's not daily, it's every couple days, because there are some days where I don't even look at my phone. So they're, especially on Sundays, unless I have to. So unless I go, oh, and then we just start talking. It's usually you or John that I talk to, or my buddy Richard. That's about 3 people. And then my friends that live in the area, of course, but then I can just go over there and hang out and talk to them. But
my chat's giving me BS. Guys, I talk to you as much as possible.
He doesn't like you.
That's not true.
He hates all of you. He tells me all the time. He's like, these people suck. They just need to give me more money. That's all he says.
No.
He's just trying to milk you for every cent. No, okay. No, he's not one of those people yet.
No, there's no way.
Okay, I've had this, and I don't know what it is, and I just looked at it, I'm like, you know what? I think it's from WoW, but I'm going to ask you, maybe you know. What is that?
Yeah, it looks like WoW. It looks like from one of their
Does
DLCs.
anybody in the chat know what this is?
No, it looks like the one
Lich King?
The Lich King, yeah.
Lich King?
It looks like the Lich King from the WoW DLC from like 2 years ago.
Yeah,
Robert says the Lich King.
Okay, I got it in a mystery box, one of those Blizzard mystery boxes, and I was like, I don't know what this is, and I've just had them on my desk for like a year or two. I don't know,
dude.
Just looked cool.
Watch the trailer for that DLC. You're gonna be like, okay, I like the Lich King more now than you did.
Yeah, I know it. It's the one with the ice and he holds the sword like that.
Dude, it's just.
I was working at. Was I working at GameStop or Best Buy or EB? I don't know. I was working on one of them when that came out. So I remember I bought, what was the green one? The one that had the green box. That WoW DLC. It was I got the big green box, and I bought it to hold on to it because they were shooting up in price, and I sold it on eBay. I was like, all right, it's up to $300. Let me go sell it.
Oh, you were telling me about this.
And then for some reason, when I decided to sell it, it dropped to like 80 or 90 bucks. And I couldn't get rid of it to save my life.
I'll just keep it.
And then I finally sold it. I think I sold it for around $100, which I think I ended up making $20 or $30 off it. I was rather upset. And I was like, whatever it is, what it is, at least I'm not sitting on it. About 6 months later, it spikes up to around 500.
Because it's pop culture, it's the influence and the things that are going on, like big YouTubers for games in general and collector things will increase cost on a lot of things. It will manipulate the market.
Like that game, Hero of Senti, I think it's called. It was it's a Genesis game that's like a Zelda clone, something of Senti. Hero of Senti, Legend of Senti, or something like that. They just put it on. Well, I shouldn't say just. It's on the Switch Virtual thing, the
virtual
Sega
console.
Genesis.
Oh yeah, the console. The
they
Sega Genesis.
put it up. They put it up there, but before it was around a $200 game. Gaming Historian did a video on it, $400, and it was $400 until it was released on Switch. Then after that, now it's come down. I think the last time I saw it between 2 and 3 again.
Dude, my Game Eye, okay, and I respect Game Eye. I believe they're doing justice on what games are worth.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you sent me what your collection's worth. It's impressive.
Well, I have sold. I told you I sold about.
I know, but
600, 500 games.
Regardless, it's still impressive versus what I have. And even with what I have, the net worth of my collection dropped by almost $1,000.
Mine did too.
Mine
actually dropped by like almost 2,000.
Like I had like the
That's
collection.
the game market.
The collection I had, I was so happy once I added Resident Evil and one other game. I was like, oh, I hit $9,000. And then I looked it up like earlier today, or maybe it was like yesterday. I was like 8,000. It
Mine's
dropped
gone down
by
mine's gone down by $4,000.
Yeah. So I mean,
I was at almost 50. I was at almost $50,000. Now it's 45.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that doesn't include because I did take out everything PlayStation 5 and something else because I just merged them all with my wife's collection and I scanned them into hers. So it did drop by like 1,500 because of.
Listen, I'm going to say this again. And as far as a collector's standpoint, buy your PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4 physicals. Those will go up in value. Okay. They will be sooner than you guys think. And if
PlayStation 3 is on the cusp of going
of course it is
right now. Now, if you want to get those games that are starting to go up that aren't PlayStation 3 exclusives, that are slightly creeping up, buy the Xbox version.
You want to see?
They're going to go up too, but they're not going up as fast. The Xbox version, the 360 versions will stay less expensive longer than the PlayStation 3. Everything my older brother had that is worth value today, my parents sold at a yard sale when I was a kid. I have a lot to rebuy and oh wow, but oh wow, I don't know how I feel.
So I'll tell you this right now. The plastic wrap isn't on these, but you see the holographic stickers, the seal sticker? It's still on them. It's on all of them.
And some of those I remember getting. I have that soundtrack down there. I have that.
Nope, that's not even the soundtrack. That's the first. That's a physical of the first game.
Silent Hill 4: The Room.
Yeah.
Isn't that the soundtrack?
Nope, that's the official game.
Oh, so it's Sideways.
All these games, bare minimum, are worth $100. That's PS3. PS3.
Graham, what I'm going to tell you, and what I told him too, Graham says, I don't even know what my collection is worth in terms of money. I'm afraid to learn how much I've spent on it all. Now, one thing is, if you use GameEye, it's going to tell you how much it's worth, not how much you spent. You probably spent less acquiring these games than what it's actually worth.
They're going to be worth more than what you spent.
It depends on when. Right now, there are a few games that I bought which I could not find Minty or CIB, and I paid a little more. Like I just recently got Air Guys. I sent him the photo as soon as I got it.
I said it was a good buy. It was good.
I spent about $10, $15 above market value, but in Minty collection, it's going to make itself so hard to find.
Yeah, Air Guys is super hard to find. I remember Air Guys. I burned that game.
What? I hope you're being facetious.
I burned it even though I owned it.
Wait.
Air Guys?
What do you mean you burned it?
On a
like
CD,
old school burned it? Okay.
Yeah.
No, I thought you were literally you burned the game. He's like, I burned it. I'm like, wait, what? No. I was about to have like a minor heart attack there.
Nah.
But yeah, Grim, use an app. It's really going to help track with what you have. And I was in a situation where I was rebuying or buying games that I thought I didn't already have. And I've already done that recently with some Switch games and some Nintendo 64 games. I didn't know I already had it, but it's called GameEye, GAMEYE. And it's going to help you not rebuy things that you don't have and stuff like that.
You can literally scan the barcode of the game. You can scan the barcode of the game and it'll clock it in for you.
Problem is, it doesn't have every game in its system. It does a good job at having about 75% of all games out there. Even some mods.
I tried looking up on my I'm looking at it right now, my Super Scope. Dude, the sensor is going just the Super Scope sensor is going for an obscene amount of money. I have not opened it up yet. I can't remember if I have the sensor in there. I'm positive I do, but I do want to do an unboxing video of that. And like I said, I have my setup pretty much ready for an unboxing. So look forward to, I'm just going to have the table, the camera, everything set up so I don't have to worry about it. Yes, I have a light.
Do you know, you just remind me something. There's another Nintendo peripheral that part of it is actually worth more than the main part, and that's the Game Boy Advance, the GBA player for the GameCube. The bottom piece, the actual player, is worth less than the disc. The disc is worth more than the player because there's so many people that have lost the disc, but you can get the players. The player by itself is around $75, but that disc is anywhere between $75 to $100. So getting one complete is around $200 plus, depending on where you buy it. It's ridiculous.
And my thing is there's nothing stopping you or I. Nick, do the unboxing video. Come on. I have a handful of stuff I have to unbox. I have some controllers here.
Oh, I have a stack of. You've got controllers now too? Have I turned you into a controller? We'll call you a controller head.
Well, I got gifted one.
You still haven't done that one.
No, I'm looking at it. It's like right here.
But remember,
right here.
As soon as you get them, you should do them to make sure they're fresh in the algorithm. For you, you're lucky because you're getting to the holiday season. And PowerA has just released, I saw 5 different variations of that color, of that controller in terms of color. And I'm like, if it's PowerA, I don't even buy it anymore. I just go, hey, PowerA. And then they're like, here, cover it. Like they even told me they love my videos. So there you go. You got this is what happens when I buy one and then they send me one and I'm like, I send it to you. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I send you one. I'm like, here, I have 2. What am I going to do with 2?
It's great though. It's great.
And you liked it. I was like, why return it if I can just give it to you?
Yeah, I genuinely like it. I can't like I have.
And the Mario Kart one.
Yeah.
Did you open that one? That one was open. I did a video on that.
Dude, the thing's awesome. I like it a lot, dude. It's so pretty.
I was going to get the bigger one, but it's red, and I like the silver one for some reason. I like the red, but there was something about that silver that made me go, ooh, wait, Was it the silver one that I sent you, or was it a red one?
It was the red.
Okay.
The red.
So yeah, the silver one was the big one, and the red one was the smaller one. The red one was the one I liked.
I held it in my hands, man. I kind of like it. I think for maybe Mario Kart, something tighter like that is not necessarily bad.
Well, I do have a Nano controller, and then this one is another 20% smaller. That's actually a good controller for something so small. I'm like, and I started playing Exo Primal with it, and of course I did. And I'm like, this is actually a really nice controller. I can really recommend this controller. It's weird, and the colors are out there, but it's one of the smaller controllers that's actually pretty good. So
Nice.
But I could go on for days and days and days, or Niles and Niles and Niles. Most people don't know where that comes from, but about controllers.
Would it be you in Mario Kart? Oh, Rara, we're gonna have to connect on Switch. So I don't.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've even seen the Game Boy Player attachment part go for $15. That's a steal. I would have bought it anyway, just because I would have just bought it. I had a complete collection of Game Player magazines from 1993 and 1999, and I stupidly threw out years ago.
I threw out.
You know what? Don't feel
many.
bad. I did the same thing with Game
I've thrown
Informer.
out so many from like high school, like
PlayStation Magazine,
Yep.
Nintendo Power. Like, I moved. I don't know where my Nintendo Power magazines are, and I know they're somewhere in the garage or somewhere in the house, and I have ones that apparently shot up in value, and I'm just like,
it's what it is, man. I'm not going to lament on my decisions and the things that I did to get rid of some stuff. It's just what it is.
I kept all my Nintendo 64 boxes for my Nintendo 64 until about 2005 or 6. And then I just went, all right, I can't fill up my closet full of these. They were on the top shelf. And one day I threw them all out. And I'm shooting myself for that. But
Yes.
It is what it is. And then I ended up selling my Nintendo 64 and all my games. And I had every great from Conker's Bad Fur Day. I had the GoldenEyes. I had the Marios. I had all
Okay,
that
the Conker
stuff.
Bad Fur Day, like the game or the magazine?
I had a CIB. I had Conker's CIB. I remember the day I bought the game. I bought it from Walmart.
I'm squinting to see Twitch. I'm tired and baked. Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm super tired. Is there anything else that we want to cover?
I've kept some Game Informer magazines. One I really liked from big game releases. I threw all mine out. I wish I didn't. But is there anything that we didn't cover? Well, there's always.
There's always stuff.
There's stuff. Like, we didn't even touch on the sales of Xbox beating. So the article, I'm just going to read it.
Yeah.
Xbox Series XX sales had a strong week in Japan, rarely beating out PS5.
Yeah, but that's just within that time frame. I
Right,
just feel
still,
like
it did it.
I'm impressed,
It did it.
and I'm happy for it.
3,301 units of Xbox compared to 2,933 PlayStation units, and that includes both versions for both systems. So that's nuts. But people are like, one, PlayStation Plus is going up in price. Two, Game Pass is just a killer deal right now. It went from being garbage to being definitely worth it.
Mm-hmm.
So, is what it is. But there you go. I just read that and close it. I'm closing out all my extra tabs here because I have too many up and going. There we go. Not my most proud moment, but I have the Mario cereal box in my collection.
I do
It's
too.
an amiibo.
I do too.
Though
I have the Mario cereal box in my collection
I
too.
couldn't find it anywhere.
I
You know what I did? I got the Pokemon Oreos. I opened them, started eating them, and I went, why am I doing this? I should kept it just sealed. But my wife ended up throwing them out. So I was like, is what it is. I wasn't going to keep it open. And then, sweet baby. You know what? I actually sold off. I had almost the entire amiibo collection for Smash, and I sold off half, and then I sold off the other half. Well, I sold off half of what was left. I keep very few these days.
There's special pieces of cheap hardware you can buy and then you can also download the data that you need for the amiibos.
On Amazon, you can buy a set of cards that cover every amiibo for like $15.
Yeah.
And it's easier than having to deal with all the other stuff.
Spending hundreds.
And I was like, and I get collecting the little figures. It's cool.
Mm-hmm.
It is. I have all the Zelda. I have all the Fire Emblem. I have all the Metroid. There are certain ones, the Monster Hunter ones. There are certain ones I do have. And that I'll keep. But for the most part, I have the Final Fantasy. I have the Castlevania. But I got rid of so many of them. I got rid of the Bayonetta. I got rid of the Persona. I got rid of just a lot of the Mario and Donkey Kong. So, oh yeah, I do need the Sora amiibo. I do need that. I'm only gonna get one, and I'll open it.
I think I'll get the Sora, and I'll just hang on to it. Is that out yet or no?
No, not yet.
Let me know when it is, because I'm gonna go buy it.
And then this guy collecting his NASCAR 500 diecast.
Oh yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
I own on diecast. I have Camaros from Hot Wheels. That's it. I have Camaros. I have some Corvettes, and a few Chevy trucks. But I think it's just 2 Silverados. But otherwise, it's all Camaros because I've had 2 Camaros. I'm gonna get another one in the future. So I'm gonna get a ZL1, and then
you
just
should
soup it up.
Get the ZL1.
I miss my Camaro, but right now I have a really nice trail boss.
If you get the ZL1, dude, all you have to do is put an exhaust system on it. That thing's so nasty. It is so ridiculous.
You should have heard my V6. My first Camaro was a V6. I put an exhaust on it. My wife could, when we lived in an apartment, we lived in the back of the development, and then coming in from the front of the development, she's like, "Oh, I think that's him." And then as it would get louder and louder and louder, she's like, "Yeah, it was."
Yeah,
You could hear me from the other side of the development. And that was on the V6. And I never got it done on the V8, on the LT1.
Insane.
Because where we live, they actually have a rule against that.
Yeah, the audio.
Because our association is a little So, but is what it is.
Robert has 60 different Batman Hot Wheels. Good. As long as it makes you happy.
I've got a few Power Rangers and a few Ninja Turtles.
Oh man, you haven't seen. I mean, you've seen my Ferrari Lego collection, dude. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, you have too many Legos.
I basically have them all.
You have every Lego ever made. Why don't you? Have you been to the Lego store?
No, I have to go to the Lego store because I need some
There's one here. There's one here in Orlando. Okay. My wife has an issue with Legos. They give her the heebie-jeebies. Every time she sees them, she gets goosebumps.
Sure, she's not a fan.
No. So I've never been into that Lego store in the last like 10, 15 years. And I've walked by it a million times. I walked by it the other night, and I was thinking, you know who'd like that place? Nick. He would like that place. He likes Legos. That was it.
I have a Lego store and a Lego Land 20 minutes away from me here.
Yeah, we have a Lego Land. It's about an hour and some change from here. I have a lot of things too. Being a nerd is expensive. Being a nerd is very expensive.
Totally agree.
So,
I've learned to curb it.
Yeah, lately I have been. Like, I've pretty much stopped buying Power Ranger figures unless it's Tommy. That's it. Now, the other day I did buy one thing. And here, I'm going to stop my camera because I don't want to show you the moon.
Ooh.
So.
Robert, be careful with the Legolands because read reviews. Because all those Legoland stores aren't like as hyped up as as you think they might be.
I bought this.
Nice.
That's from Piranha's Head, but I don't know if you can see it. Can you see the price on there?
$6.99?
Yes. Original
Worth
price. It says comparable value 11. No. This was a $35 figure. So when I saw it, we were actually about to check out, and I looked down and I went mine and just picked it up, and I was like, yeah, Piranha said, I have Pumpkin Wrapper, I have King Sphinx. I only have MMPR stuff, so. But otherwise, I do have a couple of Rangers from the other series. But I really haven't bought much. I've been finding Raphael stuff, and that's really where I've been spending my money. I bought, I have all the movie Turtles, the re-release movie Turtles, which suck.
Mm-hmm.
I think I mentioned it in the last podcast. The things suck.
I know,
but
you're
I
not
still
a fan.
buy them.
Yeah.
But here we go. Graham says, I saw TMNT here. I think my daughter is getting me something TMNT related for my birthday in a few days. She saw the figures at the store, keeps asking me who my favorite turtle is, what era. That sounds awesome. And wait, Graham, your birthday is in a few days? Seriously? Okay. What day and how old are you going to be?
Happy pre-birthday day.
Because we know he's over 40. That's the only thing, because he makes too many references and knows too many things that we talk about. So he's got to be over. He's got to be our age or up. So that's the only thing I can say. Graham's got to be around, I want to say, yeah, he's got to be our age, if not older. That's the only way it makes sense. Because if he's like 25, I don't know what to do.
Hey, I'm not 40.
44. Okay, see, yeah, he's 4 years older than me.
I'll be 39 and then 40 next year. So it's what it is, man. I just
you're a baby.
You can't control this cheese.
Thing called aging.
Oh man.
Did I tell you what happened over the week of my birthday between the week of my birthday for about a week and a half?
You didn't get ID'd.
No, I never get ID'd anymore.
Yeah, neither.
I gained 7 pounds.
Oh, that's right.
I gained 7 pounds. So in the last 3 days, I've managed to drop about 3 pounds. So I've gone nothing but what do you call it? Protein. So I'm on like an Atkins version, and I'm trying to be more active. I was supposed to go to the gym last night, but my wife and I went out, but I did like a mile or 2 miles of walking, so it was okay. And then tonight we have this thing, and now my gym is closed. So I will go tomorrow.
Yeah, you get there.
Wait,
dude.
what is that? You said he's a baby. Good one. Yeah, because you know what? Isn't D-Man like 22?
Yeah.
He's yeah.
Something like that. Maybe like mid-20s.
John's 39. Will be 39.
All right, John, dude. Yeah. Nice.
So, yeah. Yeah, I sent you the picture of the cake, right?
No, you still haven't sent me. You still haven't sent me the picture of the cake, dude.
I could have sworn I sent you the picture of the cake.
Nope.
The He-Man cake, I did not send it to you. All right, I'm gonna send it to you right now.
D-Man's 26. He's in his mid-20s.
Yeah,
dude.
I said 22.
Plenty of time. Plenty of time to make mistakes.
So, I'm not sure which is the better image. So I'm gonna send you both.
Rower will be 37 in a month. So, Rower, are you Sagittarius?
I thought you said you didn't follow that stuff.
I don't, but it's fun.
Yeah, it's me.
Yeah, see, Rower and I are Sages, dude.
All right. Wow, that sounds so weird. Okay, yeah, I sent them to you. They should have gone through.
On Discord or chat? Oh, here we go.
Text. Yeah, John was born in June.
Wow, that's impressive, dude.
And that was my wife got 2 cakes. One was a backup, and this was the main cake, and the other one, I don't even have a picture of the backup cake. I think she does. I don't know.
That's amazing, dude. It looks so good.
That thing blew my mind.
Yeah.
And I even tagged, like when I posted it, I tagged a couple of He-Man accounts, and the people making the unofficial Motu game responded, and they allowed me to do a review. So I'm going to do the review, but it's on PC. I was hoping they said it's going to hopefully come to Switch. So they're trying to get it licensed, I think. So
December baby. We have Rara and D-Man Gaming, all December babies. Let's go, dude. Rock and roll.
Yeah. So, it's been. See, this is what happens. We're like a minute away from the 2-hour mark.
Dude, I'm tired.
We went really far off on the Southwest.
I'm tired. These last 10 minutes, man. I'm just like, I'm literally after this going to brush my teeth and go to bed. I've been up since 6:30. I'm so tired. So tired.
So that's what time I woke up to pee. Then I went back to sleep around 8:40.
No, I did not go back to sleep.
And then woke back up at almost noon.
I've been up, brother. I am freaking exhausted right now. Like
I
got hit. I feel like I just got hit by a wall 10 minutes ago.
Last night I went to bed at like 10:45, 11.
Well, I'll
And
be
then
going
woke
to
up
bed.
at
I'll be
6,
going to bed
went back to
within
sleep.
the next 30 minutes here.
Yeah, Graham says he's got to turn in soon himself. Yeah, this is the and then D-Man says, I woke up at 7, but for some reason I'm still doing good. Oh,
Good.
that's good. So yeah, I think it's because we're all old and it's hitting that 11 o'clock time. Our body's like
No, Robert did a 12-hour day at work, man. She works her butt off.
Ooh, that's a lot of working. I remember those days at retail. I do not miss those.
Nope, neither do I.
Those. So are we calling it a night, everybody?
Oh, we got to call it, dude. I keep yawning here. I'm ready to tap out. I'm so exhausted today.
So thank you guys for showing up. I appreciate everybody, and thank you again, Graham, so much for that 50. And who is it that gave you? Did you find out who gave you the money?
Man, like we had I'll call him G.I. Joe for the 50 and the plus 3 on that. And
wait, so you got 150?
No. It was 50. It was 50 plus three more extra dollars.
Oh,
and
okay.
And then I have a hint that Rara sent me a very, very generous donation of $50 also. So I appreciate that.
Graham said wink. I'm not sure why he's winking or who he's winking at. Are we calling him Captain Winky?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm ecstatic about it. Like that's like
I have no clue, Graham. No clue whatsoever.
I'm extremely thankful for that. That's the most. I've been streaming for almost 4 years now. It's the most generous donations I've ever gotten. So happy to thank you, Rara. Absolutely. Like that it helps tremendously. It really does.
You'd be surprised. Like, it's just when it's supplemental income in order to help keep this thing going, to keep this going, because the only thing that funds us doing these videos and doing the streams is now this, because otherwise it's always been our actual jobs.
Mm-hmm.
So now this helps a lot to keep us going. And a lot of people don't realize it takes a lot of time, effort, and finances to keep something like this going, even if you only have a dozen, 15, 20 people watching at a time. It still takes a lot. And then we're really appreciative to everybody. Thank you guys for being here. I know we sound like a broken record at the end of every podcast, but we're going to keep doing it. We're going to keep thanking you all. Thank you to everyone who shows up and everyone who super chats. And so thank you guys once again. I think it's that time of night.
It is that time. I am
literally going to play some RoboCop.
Go play some RoboCop. I'm going to brush my teeth and drop in bed.
You haven't brushed your teeth yet?
I brushed my teeth earlier twice today, actually.
Okay. Well, that's from. Oh well, now I know why you brush your teeth so much.
You don't like these pearly
you
whites?
Put a little. I wish I had a lot of surgery. It's getting better.
No, you're getting better.
I've had a lot of surgery. So, but yes, my teeth look a lot better. So yes, you guys deserve it. Thank you, Graham.
Thank you so much, Graham.
So
really, we really appreciate
we're gonna call it a night. And if anybody wants to say anything, if not, forever hold your peace, because we're gonna hit that. We're gonna hit that music.
Hit that sick,
and then,
sick music. Yeah.
Sick. So nobody's saying anything. I'm gonna give you a count of 5, 4, 3, 2. Be legendary.
That's some news,
everybody.
Guys.
Apparently it was some news too.
It was.
That's, you know what? We got to figure out how to work that together.
Either mine before yours or yours before mine.
That's some legendary. That's some legendary news. We'll figure it out. I'm stupid. We're leaving. Be legendary, everybody. Thanks again.
See you guys. Yep.